You're still watching Life Stories. Today we are doing the story of Honorable Patrick Chigundu. This is a story we all feel so strongly about. This was an important figure in this country, and a terrible accident changed his life forever in just a few minutes. Honorable, you've been in this state for some good time, and you earlier on told me that you've come such a long way that you can't even put it out in a quote. You can't tell it all. So that tells me that you've had to put up with a lot because of this accident. Do you sometimes ponder about the fact that maybe it would have been better for you to die, or you feel lucky enough to have survived?
Dying is a bit too much, but I've been depressed, very much depressed. Because all this years, 1988, when the accident happened, they are lost years. I can't imagine, because I've been so hardworking, and so active, and life was making it, and then the accident happened. So the problem was that I became unconscious immediately, but I recovered. And I've been so depressed about it, and maybe now I'm stabilizing with the problems, but no money.
What depressed you most about this accident and the aftermath?
Because I focused my lifestyle was at halt. I was having a good future, which is now gone.
Has this depression ever taken you to that point?
Since 1988, I've had some down spirals. I think life is at a halt. When it was rising up every day, but now I've lost hope. I don't see anything now I can do, because I may walk, but I've lost touch with everything now. But I follow current events very quickly.
Has anything ever driven you to a point where you thought of committing suicide?
I get very depressed, but not committing suicide. Because that's the end of life. I went without thoughts, but I've been very sad about what has happened to me.
And that's very strong of you, because so many people that go through things as bad as this, or even not as bad, kind of have suicide tendencies. But if you had no hope but was still strong enough to hold on to life, then that's very, very remarkable of you. Life's lessons are endless, and many times the trials are heartbreaking, but the resilience of man triumphs over all the tests of faith and courage. The adversities in his life would have broken a weaker man. After leading a full and energetic life and pursuing a brilliant career in Uganda's parliament, Chigundu is now relegated to the sidelines, and he has taken on the role of an observer. His spirit indomitable, this former MP has taken to airing his views through writing articles in the newspapers. The effort is painstaking, and the writing is legible only to those editors who have worked with him during this time of his life. He struggles to put into words the passionate opinions crowding his brilliant mind on current affairs, and of course his long life passion, the politics of this country. So, Honorable, how do you cope with your everyday life when you have to be helped to do almost everything? You're in a wheelchair, but you still have these hopes. How do you cope with this, and what keeps you looking forward to another day?
I can tell you that my younger brother has been very excellent. Dr. Chitrak has been very good to me. And him and his family have been very careful about what's happened to me. They've done everything possible for me to live. As to future politics, I don't know. It evolves, so I also evolve.
Is your backbone, and the fact that he's there, you find yourself looking up to another day.
Exactly.
How is your spiritual life? How is your connection with God? Are you angry?
You can't be angry with accidents. They come and happen. But I've been sentimental. I focus on what I would be doing if I was alive. I was active. find what I am now, because now I'm not completely useless. Useless and not useful to anybody. But I hope things will emerge better, and I'll be able to be with myself, and probably going to listen more.
What is your connection with God?
Oh, I'm a very good Christian, Catholic Christian. I can't have been in church because I've not been in church now, but I'm a very good one.
You had so many friends when you were still in the field, when you were active. Do they come around to check on you?
In the initial years of my catastrophe, they used to come. When the parliament was still on this parliament, I used to say them because they used to come. But now hardly anybody comes. They have forgotten me. I don't blame them because it has been a long time ago. 14 years.
Even as he accepted his lot in life, Chigundu still cherishes hopes that one day he will be able to get on his feet and walk. That his days of being considered useless would end and he would once more take an active part in what affects his life by harnessing the power of determination. What are your plans for the future?
I hope I'm not really stick to politics. I'll still be in politics. Still be active, but I have lost plans of rising up.
Should we expect a book from you or something like that? Because you keep up with current affairs, I can notice. All right. Even as we all rush through life, pursuing busy schedules, we need to buy our time, stop and look around at all the wonderful things going on around us. Even in these hard economic times, we too can lend a helping hand where we can. In depths of despair, Patrick turned to his younger brother, Dr. Sechitoleko, who has been a lifeline. You're still watching Life Stories. Joining us on the show is Dr. James Sechitoleko, the young brother to Honorable Patrick Chigundu. We are in his office at his clinic here in Masaka town. How are you, doctor?
Okay, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking care of Honorable Patrick Chigundu.
Thank you very much for appreciating that one.
He speaks so well of you, and we really appreciate it. How far has he come to where he is right now, physically and emotionally?
He's much improved by now, because I remember at the time of the accident, he was in a very bad shape. He was spastic. He couldn't say a word. He couldn't remember anything. But right now he has greatly improved. He has been improving with time. And right now he has a good memory. The only problem which he's remaining with is that he's spastic. He has a spasticity of the left hand and left leg. And therefore he can't support himself. He has to be helped.
Do you think he will improve? Do you think probably he will walk again or be better than what he is?
Considering the time he has spent, I think there's a limit. And I believe where he is now, I think he can't make any more drastic improvement.
So, doctor, what challenges does he face on a daily basis?
The challenges are like physical, because he can't support himself. And he usually asks me, actually, which is a very big challenge to me, on my part, that when shall I be able to be okay so that I will go back to do my work. That is a challenge on him, but it's also a challenge on me. And the other challenges are because he can't walk. He can't walk, he can't support himself. And then the other one is being so lonely. We all go away from home, we go to work, and leave him there, and that is, he becomes very lonely. Then the other one is that he has been deserted by his friends. Many of them have deserted him because with time they have gone away one by one, and right now very few to call and come to see him. That's another big challenge.
Another big challenge. What would you want to see for him? You know, what would you want to see his people doing for him?
They should mainly come. Don't you just see him, talk to him, And if they can't, he can give him. He's a man who loves money, loves spending, because he used to be a spender. So up to now, he loves spending. He loves some cash in his pocket. So they should come and see him, give him some cash, bring in some material things for him, so that his mind is.
So that he feels loved.
He feels he's still loved. Still remember him.
I think it will be good for his comfort. So, Doctor, what do you learn from this part of your life? What does this story teach you and I?
I've learned a lot. First of all, I know people can desert you. The time when you need people most, they can desert you. And then the other thing I've learned is that you should prepare for your old age early. You should prepare for eventualities early enough. So that when they before you don't go through what he has gone through. He didn't prepare himself much because by the time he got the accident, he was still a young person, still young, and the opportunities had just opened. So he hadn't prepared much as he was trying to do things here and there, but he had not done much.
How has this affected your life, having your big brother in that state and you playing the major role in his life? Because he actually mentioned somewhere that you're the only person who still makes him feel useful and important. How has this part of your life affected you? Okay,
not much really, because the other thing is that I've been forced to stay around Uganda, to stay around near home, look after him. I haven't ventured much. Like other people do, they go to Rwanda, they go to Sudan to work. I've been forced to remain so that I can look after him, look after his mother, our mother. Otherwise, that hasn't really affected me so much.
It hasn't affected you that much. All right, Doctor, thank you for coming onto the show. But most importantly, thank you so much for taking care of that gentleman.
Okay,
he was very important. I keep reading articles about him and people asking about him. And now that they know he has somebody like you in his life. All right.
Thank you for appreciating me. Many don't do. But thank you for appreciating that bit.
And thank you for having us at your office and at your home.
Thank you too.
All right, you stay well and God bless you, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Okay.
From Honorable Patrick Chigundu, we learn to never give up hope. But perhaps the greatest lesson we can get is from a child. However many times a child taking his first steps falls, he will always get up and try again until he can walk.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming on to the show. Thank you for sharing your story with us. So many people ask about you on the internet and in the media houses. They miss you and they wanted to know what exactly is going on with him.
I'm just here in Masaka.
All right, and you have hope. At least now they know that. All right, we pray that you get well soon.
Thank you very much.
You've come a long way.
Thank you.
It is very, very remarkable that up to today, after 14 years, you still have hope that a better day will come. You've come a long way. Don't give up. And the same God who helped you survive that accident will take you to a place where you desire to be. All right, you stay well and take care. All right. That was it from Honorable Patrick Chigundu. We were with him at home at his young brother's place, Dr. James Sechitoliko. One of the things I've noticed in his testimony is the importance of family.
It is very absurd when a fruitful and important life is changed forever because of an accident. Honorable Patrick Chigundu's life has been put to a standstill for 14 years. He is confined in a wheelchair and battling effects of a stroke. Today, what shocks me most about this gentleman is that he has more hope than self-pity. We should pick a leaf from that and be comforted in our different circumstances. Otherwise, to the rest of us, it is important that we remember friends and family when they go through such situations, because it is only love and care that can help a person in Honorable Patrick Chigundu's situation have hope and reason to look forward to another day. That was it on Life Stories. I'm Justine, your host. I will see you next time. You take good care, and you can still catch the show on YouTube, and Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you for giving this show a slot in your day. Stay well.